Jai Gaur Shri Radha Ramano Vijayate. Let's start the Mangalacharan. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Haraye Paramatmane Prantah Kleshanashaya Govindaya Namo Namaha Satchidananda Rupaya Vishwakritave Tapatraya Vinashaya Shri Krishnaya Vayam Namaha Shri Ramaya Vayam Namaha Shri Gauraya Vayam Namaha Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yudapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanshcha Shri Rupam Sattvajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Pariganasahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahaganarita Shri Vishakhan Vitanshcha Aho Bhagyam Gauramarganuvartinam Devo Radharamanyatra Yadgurun Gunamanjari Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare श्री राधा रमण लाल की श्रीमन चैतन्य महाप्रभु की श्री वृंदावन धाम की श्री श्री गोपाल भट्ट गोस्वामी जी महाराज की सभी भक्त वैष्णव वृंद की जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे श्याम निताई गौर गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल वांछा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिंधुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. I welcome you all to the Sutra, Stotra and Shastra class of Nimaipathshala. I was just wondering that I always ask randomly anybody to speak the shlokas, but a lot of people might question the kind of knowledge and gyan this Mataji is giving to all of us. Has she given anything to her child, her children, or does she's just delivering to everybody and not her children? But let me tell you one thing. I'm a very strict mother. And when it comes to teaching, I am, as I said, I am absolutely the same with all of you and all of them and all of them who are with me, because my love for each one of you is absolutely the same. So welcome. I welcome you all again to the English version of Nimaipathshala Sutra, Stotra and Shastra class. We are going back from Rishikesh to Vrindavan, and on the way we have to take this session. So we have halted at Barista somewhere in the middle, and we are taking the class from here. We all must be thinking this Mataji is never home. Sometimes she's traveling here, sometimes she's taking the class from car, sometimes she's taking the class from a cafe, sometimes she's in Ganga banks. So this is what it is. This is what a life of a Radharamaniya looks like. So it's beautiful. But the best part is that you always realize that there is something which is much more powerful, governing and taking care. So without any further delay, we'll quickly move to the core of the class, which is Srimad Bhagavad Gita. We will be doing the next two shlokas of Shri Vishnu Sahasranam Stotra as well. And then we are going to end the class with a phenomenal sutra. This is a very, very beautiful sutra that we are going to talk about today. But before we start the class, today I had a very good question that somebody asked me. Somebody asked me, Mataji, you've been talking about that Bhagwan is a form of river, Bhagwan is a form of mountain, Bhagwan is a form of a bird, Bhagwan is a form of an animal, Bhagwan is a form of a human, Bhagwan is everything. But what is that one thing that actually Bhagwan is? And if somebody asks me, who is God? What am I supposed to take? God is river, God is Ganga, God is Himalaya, God is Sumeru. But they're not going to understand. Somebody who doesn't understand the concept of the divine, for that person, how should we explain that what is God? And these days, to our surprise and the more funnier aspect of it, a lot of people are claiming themselves to be God as well. They are saying that,
that we are God. So who is God? So Maharajji explained this very beautifully in a session. He said, when somebody asks, who is God? So the first thing that defines what God is Satchidananda Rupaya Vishwotpatyadi Hetave Tapatraya Vinashaya Shri Krishnaya Vayam Namaha. God is such. God is Satya. God is truth. And this is something everybody will relate. God is something which is eternal truth. Eternal truth means who has been there forever, who has been the same way, no matter it is past, present, or future. Somebody who was exactly the same way in the past, somebody who is exactly the same way now, and somebody who is going to be the same way even in the future. This doesn't hold true for anybody who is temporary in this world. If right now it's 8:11, after 10 minutes, the reality of time will change and it will become 8:15. It will become 8:20. But what is God? God is Satya. Satya means in all yugas, in all frames of mind, in all frames of time, who has been there as it is. And if somebody claims that he was exactly the same way in the past, even in the present, and 10 years down the line, you can consider him as Satya, which is a form of God. So when somebody asks, who is God? God is not just a form. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tansatha bhajamyam. Some people manifest the form of God in the form of a deity. Some people manifest the form of God in the form of energy. Some people manifest the form of God in the form of karmas. Some people manifest in the form of the divine. Some people manifest in the form of, in some or the other form, right? Some people think it's Rudra, some people think it's Krishna, some people think it's Brahma, some people think it's Paramatma, some people think it's Bhagavan. But who is Bhagavan? Who is that God? Who that generator, operator, destroyer? Who is he? He is the truth. Satchit Anand. Somebody who is truth, somebody who is Chaitanya. Chid means Chaitanya, means forever, who has been there forever. Ahameva sameva agre nanyad yat sat sat param. Who's been there even in the beginning, even when the operation is happening, and even at the end. And Anand. And Anand is a very beautiful thing to understand. Anand is not an attribute of the material world. Material world has a very funny character that those who are not yours, when you're chasing them, they feel like the divine. That I just want this person and then my life is going to be just perfect. I just want this. I just want this. The whole energy, whole power is towards getting that one person. And the funniest part is the moment you have that person, you relish the presence for some time. But after some time, ghar ki murgi, dal barabar. Then you are so complacent, you are so normal to having those people. Now that excitement diminishes with time. This is called diminishing marginal utility. Have you heard this concept in economics? I was an honors in economics student, so I know it very well. That when you get something you really badly desire, when you get it, after some time that charm diminishes. But this is not the attribute of the divine. It is exactly the opposite. When you are chasing the divine, when you are trying to love or understand the divine, the more you understand him, the more badly you fall in love with him. The more his powers you get to know, the more love you experience that he is, expressing towards you. That love exponentially increases in your heart. It doesn't diminishes. So it is a very beautiful thing that three things that define what God is. It's such Chid and Anand. That means somebody who is eternally true, somebody who is forever, and somebody who is Anandamay. That means his presence exponentially increases the happiness in your life. And that happiness is not dependent upon any material constraint. So when somebody asks you who is God, and if they don't understand Radha Raman, if they don't understand Vrindavan, if they don't understand this Tilak Kanthi, explain it to them with the shloka of Srimad Bhagwat Mahapuran that Bhagavan is Satchit Anand. He's eternally the truth, forever being, and somebody who gives you exponentially happiness that does not decrease after having him in your life. So please understand this, because somebody asked me this question very innocently that, Ma, if somebody asks us who is God, what I have to tell him? Is he Ganga Maya, or is he Himalaya, or he is this? Because they will not understand this. So I really find it very cute. So I thought I'm going to express this to you, because you should always know. I don't believe in getting too much gyan, because sometimes having too much knowledge about everything gives you arrogance, gives you ahankar, that I know it all. I am so intelligent, I am so powerful, and that will be a result, that will result your gati in this material world again. But we are not supposed to do that, right? It is very important to understand whatever power we have today, the connection is coming from Sri Radharaman Lal. So it is very, very important. So you all must know that who is God. God is not just God. God is not just the generator, operator, and that is one attribute, one characteristic of what God does. But eternally, God is much more than that. Okay. So quickly, we will move to the core part of Srimad Bhagavad Gita today. Chapter number 10. Bhagwan is expressing his Vistrit, his wider form. When we go to Vrindavan, we just see him in the form of our most beloved Sri Radharaman Lal. Do you even realize that he's so big? When you see him, it's like, oh, you melt with love, and you're like, how can somebody be so small and still so beautiful, right? Somebody who's just magical. When it comes to Radha Raman, when I even I read Bhagavad Gita sometimes, I'm like, oh my God, Radha Raman. If I would have seen this, Arjun is a friend of Sri Krishna. But when Bhagwan Sri Krishna is expressing his this, wide existence, even Arjun is like, I don't want this knowledge. Because this is, when somebody you love, you meet, and you just fall in love naturally. You don't know anything about each other, who is this, who is that, who is that. And then you just, express love to each other, and that feeling is so beautiful, right? But the moment you get to know, oh, he is a very big shot, and he has this gunman, and he is so powerful, he's this. Somewhere you start feeling scared. Oh my God. He's such a big man. He's such a big. Then, and this is very important to understand, children. Very, very important. If you will be scared of Radharaman, it is very important to understand one thing. It is very, very important to understand this one thing, that if you are scared of Radharaman, that means you don't love Radharaman. But if you are in love with Radharaman, you will not be scared of anything in this world. Again, if you are scared of Radharaman Lal, that, oh, I have to think about Radharaman Lal before doing everything. Why? Because if I will not make him happy, if I will not do things according to him, he is going to throw me back into this material world. Good. This will give you a place in Swarg for some time. You will incur punyas and you will go to Swarg, but you'll come back. But in order to have Radharaman, in order to have his service, have his love, you have to also love him. The one who's scared he can never fall in love with that person. Either you can fall in love or you can be scared. These are opposites. So one who loves Radharaman knows that his love is so pure that he needs to not be scared of anything. Because even in love, when somebody does something which is not as much ethically right, still the one who loves you covers up for you. And that's what Radharaman does. So you don't have to be scared. You have to be crazily, madly, deeply, emotionally, in every possible way, just fall in love with him, right? So, shlok number 1 for today's class, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter number 10. So the first shlok is going to reflect on your screens. पवनः पवताम् अस्मि, रामः शस्त्रभृतामहम्, झषाणां मकरश्चास्मि, स्रोतसामस्मि जाह्नवी। पवनः पवताम् अस्मि, रामः शस्त्रभृताम् अहम्, झषाणां मकरः च अस्मि, स्तोत्रसाम अस्मि जाह्नवी। अहम मैं, पवताम पवित्र करने वालों में वायु, आई एम दी प्योरेस्ट फॉर्म ऑफ एयर, और शस्त्रभृताम शस्त्रधारियों में, all the forms of God that have had some or the other weapon, I am Ram Asmi, Shri Ram. Jashanam, मछलियों में, in aquatic life, when it comes to form of fishes, I am Makara Asmi. I am Magar. Magar means crocodile. Cha, Stotasam Jannavi Asmi. And in the form of rivers, I am Bhagirathi Ganga. So these are the forms, as I've already explained it to in the previous classes also, that in all the creations of Supreme, he is himself also a form of all those forms. So that is why we say it is very important to have your vision Radharamaniya. You have to see Radharaman in each and every being who is there around you. Because until and unless you're not seeing Radharaman in the person or the being or the object or the existence around you, you will never be able to practice the philosophy of Samatva. If you will see a person, you will always have your own realizations about that person depending upon your experience with that person. But the time your vision will change and you will see the presence of Radha Raman Lal in that person, so no matter what that person is doing, that is not going to affect your mental state. Why? Because you would know if something good is happening to you via that person, it is the blessing of Radha Raman Lal through that person. But if something good is not happening, Radha Raman Lal himself through him is indicating you that you have to be careful of this person, or probably you will learn a good lesson by the existence of that person in your life. So it is very important to refine your vision. It is that's why Bhagwan is telling Arjun that Arjun, nobody goes nowhere. In the end, it's me inside, it's me outside, it's me in the surrounding, and it's me everywhere. I am the beginning, I am the middle, and I am the end as well. So this is what Bhagwan is telling Arjun. Shlok number 2. सर्गाणामादिरन्तश्च मध्यं चैवाहमर्जुन, अध्यात्मविद्या विद्यानां वादः प्रवदतामहम्। हे अर्जुन, सर्गा नाम सृष्टियों का आदि स्टार्टिंग, च एंड अंतः एंडिंग, च एंड मध्यम मध्य भी मैं ही हूं, विद्या नाम विद्याओं में अध्यात्म विद्या स्पिरिचुअल नॉलेज, प्रवत्ताम अर्थात परस्पर विवाद करने वालों का तत्व निर्णय के लिए वाद किया जाने वाला वाद भी मैं हूं. सो व्हाट इज भगवान सेइंग? Bhagavan is saying what he has told Brahma ji when Brahma ji asked God that who are you? When somebody asks me who is God, what should I tell him? So Bhagavan gave 4 shlokas to Brahma ji, which is called Chaturshloki Bhagavatam, through which Vyas ji expanded the 18,000 verses of Srimad Bhagavad Mahapuran. In the first shlok, Bhagavan has told Brahma ji that I am ahameva sameva agre nanyad yat sat param, that I am the starting, middle, and end of the entire existence of the. I am the one who creates the universe. I am the reason this entire universe is working. I am the energy behind everybody doing everything. And in the end, I will be the reason when there will be a pralay and everything is going to come back to its original form, which is inside me. And then again, whenever I want, I will again tell Brahmaji to create another universe. So Bhagwan is telling that I am the beginning, middle, and end, but also I am the Adhyatma Vidya. That means I am the knowledge, that eternal knowledge that connects Atma with Paramatma. I am that eternal knowledge that gives knowledge to the subconscious self, the soul, to connect to the divine. It is the spiritual knowledge that is existing in the world in the form of Vedas, Shastras, Seva, Guru, chanting, everything, Kirtan. All this is a form of me, myself. And then Bhagwan is saying also for all those who are Gyanis, who attain a lot of knowledge within themselves through reading and doing other things. I am that knowledge in those people. And also, when that knowledge goes inside and the words that come out to express the existence of the divine in this world, those words are also me. That means whatever right now I am telling you is not the words that I'm telling you, it is Radha Raman Lal coming out of my heart through my words to you. Right? So beautiful. See, what I'm speaking is not just words, it is a form of Radha Raman which is coming from my heart and is coming through my mouth to your hearts, through your ears. So that is what Radha Raman La. He's saying, I am everything. I am your. I am the spiritual existence. I am the knowledge you have within you. And I am those words that you use to express that knowledge to the other people. So that is the eternal existence of the divine. Imagine, can you do any bad to anybody now? Can you speak any bad to anybody? Can you harm an animal? Can you, disrespect any being in this universe? How can you do that? It is all a form of our very beloved Sri Radharaman Lal. Next slok is going to reflect on your screens. अक्षराणामकारोऽस्मि द्वन्द्वः सामासिकस्य च अहमेवाक्ष्यः कालो धाताहं विश्वतो मुखः. अहम अक्षरों अक्षरों में, when it comes to alphabets, अकार हूं. अकार, I am the form of ओम. च और सामासिकस्य, समासों में द्वंद्व, द्वंद्व नामक समास हूं. अक्षय, अक्षय काल, काल अर्थात काल का भी महाकाल, the one who is regulating the time. Time is the biggest kal, but who is regulating that time? I am the काल of काल, which is महाकाल. विश्वतो मुख, सब और मुख वाला विराट स्वरूप, धाता, सबका धारण पोषण करने वाला भी मैं हूं. So भगवान is saying, I am eternally that one who is monitoring the coming, existence, and the end of everything. And when I say everything, even time comes within that frame. I am the time of time. That I regulate time, that what time you have to bring in one's life. So don't worry about the times that come, children, because that time is also being regulated by one who is eternally ours. So Bhagavan is saying that I am the most powerful existence in this universe. If you are surrendered to me, if you have faith in me, nothing in this world can scare you or maybe make you feel weaker. So the next shlok is going to reflect on your screen, the second last shlok of the class today. मृत्युः सर्वहरश्चाहम् उद्भवश्च भविष्यताम् कीर्ति श्रीर्वाक्च नारीणां स्मृतिर्मेधा धृतिः क्षमा. अहम, मैं, सर्वहरः, सबका नाश करने वाला, मृत्यु और भविष्यताम, उत्पन्न होने वालों की, उद्भव, उत्पत्ति का हेतु हूं. आई एम द रीजन. There is always something that becomes a reason for the people to take birth, and also there is a reason that how people die. So Bhagwan is saying, I become that reason. I am a form of connection between the husband and wives that lead to reproduction, and also I am the reason that makes one person leave his body as well. Udbhava च नारी नाम, तथा स्त्रियों में कीर्ति, वाक, श्री, स्मृति, मेधा, धृति और क्षमा. All the qualities that a woman has when it comes to yash, when it comes to kirti, beauty, wealth, forgiveness, all these qualities that a woman has, I am all those form in her. So when you see a woman who's beautiful, that the beauty in that woman is not her beauty. It is Radha Raman Lal reflecting through her beauty in this world. It is very important. When somebody speaks very politely, it's the politeness, those sweet words are not her words. It is the words or the sweetness of Radha Raman Lal that is existing in her heart. So Bhagwan is saying everything which is the best of every version. When you see beauty in a woman, that's Radharaman. When you see melody in a person, that is me. When you see, somebody doing something really good in a particular field, that brain, that quality, that kala, that is all me reflecting through that person towards the world. The last shloka of Srimad Bhagavad Gita class today. Quickly, we'll take it. बृहत्साम तथा साम्नां गायत्री छन्दसामहं मासानां मार्गशीर्षोऽहम् अम् अमृतूनां कुसुमाकरः बृहत् सामः तथा साम्नां गायत्री छन्दसाम् अहम् मासानां मार्गशीर्ष अहम् ऋतूनां कुसुमाकरः तथा साम नाम गायन करने के योग्य श्रुतियों में व्हेन इट कम्स टू श्रुतियां आई एम बृहत साम व्हेन इट कम्स टू छंद आई एम गायत्री छंद व्हेन इट कम्स टू मंथ्स आई एम मार्गशीर्ष एंड व्हेन इट कम्स टू ऋतु दैट मीन्स सीजन आई एम बसंत. So these are the different forms of the God in different aspects of life. So we all need to understand that what is Bhagwan telling Arjun, that you have to see me in every form, every time of your existence, because in the end what exists in the world is might look different on the outside, but internally what reflects to all those beings is me and only me. So it is very important to understand that. Now quickly we'll move to the two shlokas of Vishnu Sahasranam. The shlokas are going to reflect on your screens. Quickly we'll read that. गभिस्तीनेमि सत्त्वस्थः सिंहो भूतमहेश्वरः आदिदेवो महादेवो देवेशो देवभृद्गुरुः. गभिस्त गभिस गभिस्ति नेमि अर्थात किरणों के बीच में सूर्य रूप से स्थित, अर्थात द रीजन हु इज गिविंग रेज टू द वर्ल्ड दैट कैन ब्रिंग ब्राइटनेस, दैट मीन्स ही इज दैट पावर, दैट लाइट. सत्वस्थ अंतर्यामी रूप से समस्त प्राणियों के अंतःकरण में, ही इज द सोल टू एवरी बॉडी. सिंह, ही केम इन द फॉर्म ऑफ द लायन नरसिंह टू प्रोटेक्ट भक्त प्रहलाद. भूत महेश्वर, ही इज द संपूर्ण प्राणियों की, he is the god of all the gods. Then Adi Deva, he is the first and the only divine existence. Mahadeva, he is the most powerful, who has the entire knowledge, entire wealth and entire qualities. Deveshah, samast devon ke swami, that he is the god of all the gods. Dev Bhrid Guru, Dev Bhrid Guru means he is devon का विशेष रूप से भरण पोषण करने वाले उनके गुरु. That means he is the reason who is also giving power to all the gods to perform their powers rightly in this universe. उत्तरोः गोपतिर्गोप्ता ज्ञानगम्यः पुरातनः शरीरभूत भृद्भोक्ता कपीन्द्रो भूरि दक्षिणः. उत्तरः संसार समुद्र से उद्धार करने वाले, he is the reason that if you know about him, he is going to give you salvation. Gopati, he is the pati of go, that means he is the supreme one who is protecting the cows. Go means गोपाल रूपी गाय, गाय cows. गोपता समस्त प्राणियों का पालन पोषण करने वाले, रक्षा कर, he is the savior of all the ones who are in his shelter. ज्ञान गम्य, that means he is understandable when you try to attain knowledge of him through your guru. Puratanah, he is the one who is existing from the very beginning and he has no partialities. Ek ras, he is the same. शरीर भूत भृत, शरीर के पंचभूतों का प्राण रूप से पालन पोषण, that he is the one who is the reason for the flourishment of all the five elements that have resulted in the formation of this body. भोक्ता, निर निर निरतिशय आनंद पुंजों को भोगने वाला, that means he is the one who is eternally relishing all the existences in this material world. Kapindrah, बंदरों के स्वामी श्री राम, that he's Kapi Indra, that means he is the you know, he is the god of all the monkeys who is residing in the form of Shri Ram. भूरी दक्षिणा, श्री राम आदि अवतारों में यज्ञ करते समय बहुत सी दक्षिणा प्रदान करने वाले. You know, when Bhagwan came in the form of Shri Ram, he led such a phenomenal life, giving the role model that how eventually a perfect human should lead his life. And that is the dakshina, that is the leftover that Sri Ram has left for the world to know, understand, and walk on that path. So he has set those role models, those ideals that eternally a human should follow to lead a quality and a good life. So these two shlokas of Vishnu Sahasranam, I request that you all must try to learn, and I will send these two shlokas in the communities by probably tonight or maybe tomorrow after the Tuesday class. Quickly, we'll move on to a very good sutra, which I think I've not recited this sutra in the Monday class, but I have definitely talked about this in, I think, the Tuesday or some class, maybe Sunday class, I don't know. But I would love to again express my feeling on this sutra. So once what happened, um, a person called all his friends on the birthday party of his son. So he was a very big hotshot. He was very, very rich. But there was one friend of his who was not very rich, but still he invited him. So when he went to his friend's birthday party, the one who was not very rich, he was enjoying the birthday party, but suddenly the one who had thrown the party, he realized that his diamond ring is lost. Adrika, have you spoken about this sutra in this Monday class before? No? Sheetal ji? Garima, we have in the Monday class. Vrinda, have you heard this? I know few people take all the three classes, so don't say that. Have you spoken about it? No, yes, no, yes. Okay, even if it's yes, it's fine. You hear it again. So that person called the one who was not even poor, he was enjoying the birthday party. He was enjoying the birthday party, but suddenly the one who had thrown the party realized that his diamond ring is lost. So there was a hustle bustle in the entire party that where is the ring? Where is the ring? So one of the friends of that person suggested that you should check everybody's pockets, that somebody might have stolen it, and if he has stolen it, we'll be able to catch that person. Everybody was said yes, 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 but the one person who had who was not very rich said no, this is humiliation, I will not tolerate this, you should not do like this. So everybody had a very doubtful eye that why is he saying that he should not get checked. But the person who threw the party was very, very rich. He thought that, probably I'll check everybody, this is humiliation, my son is also observing, what impression will he have that my father spoiled my entire birthday party. He said okay, fine, whatever, whosoever stole it, I don't care, but let the party be continued the same way. So what happened then after the party was over? That person went to his room. He was, changing his clothes. Suddenly he realized that the jacket that he was wearing, in the inner pocket of that jacket, by mistake, I don't know how, he kept that ring in that pocket. So when he was changing, he found his lost ring. He was very happy. But at the same time, what troubled him was the guilt that, I asked everybody to get checked, but that friend said no. And everybody realized and assumed that he is the one who has stolen the ring. But eventually, the ring is with me, and everybody had a bitter feeling towards that person. I must go and apologize to that person who was not very rich. So the next day, he thought that he's going to go and apologize to that person. He went to his home and he met that person, and he was like, I really want to apologize because, everybody thought that you are the one who has stolen the ring. But at night, when I was changing my clothes, I realized that ring was in my pocket only. That person was like, okay, fine, it's okay, but I'm glad that you didn't check, because if you would have checked, it would be, it would be very insultful for all of us. He said, I understand, but please tell me one thing. You have to explain one thing to me. And he said, what is that one thing? He said, when you didn't steal the ring, when the ring was not with you, why did you stop from getting checked? He said that, I want you to come with me. That poor person took him inside his house and he showed him that his son was lying. He had two sons. The younger son was lying. The younger son was lying on the bed and he was very, very sick. So he said, you know what happened? Yesterday, when I came to your party, my younger son also wanted to come, but he was very, very sick. I'm very poor. I'm not able to give, a lot of things to my children. But when I was getting my older son to your son's birthday party, my younger son said, Papa, can you please get one or two pieces of cake for me as well? He said, when I was enjoying the birthday party, I got reminded of my younger son. And, I just took two, three cake pieces, folded them in a foil, and kept them in my pocket. And when you told that you need to get checked, I know that that the ring is never going to come out of my pocket. But yes, if you would have checked me, those pieces of cake would have come out, and everybody would have thought that I am such a thief that I am stealing cake from your birthday party. And I didn't want that. All I did this was for my son, and I got him cake and he had it. He's very, very sick. The other person was so much in guilt. He said, I considered you as my friend and I am so, so bad. I never bothered to ask you that, are you okay? You need any help? He said, immediately, let's get your son admitted in the hospital. We'll give him the best of treatment. And I'm really sorry that I was not there for you. Calling yourself a friend means a lot. When you say that I'm your friend, means it is your duty to keep a check on your friend, that in all frames of time, is he okay? Does he need anything? Is he feeling low? I always say, don't have a lot of people in your life, children. Doesn't mean anything. It will not give any value to your life. In fact, it is going to make you more complex and confused. Have few people. Love them with your heart. Take care of them. Be with them. Talk to them. It is very important. We say we are friends, we are friends. And how come you are friends? Just because we know each other and we meet sometimes, go to the mall, eat in a cafe, and just, watch a movie. That is not what you call being friends. That person was so guilty that, he said, I'm going to help you in getting the treatment of your son and I'm going to be there for you. I'm really sorry. And, sometimes this sutra only made me realize one thing, that how easy it is for us to, in our own head, think bad about somebody and just, make the entire impression of somebody very negative in our thinking. It is so easy. Somebody is doing great on social media, giving good time, good knowledge, good things. We would watch the entire thing closely. Why? What wrong is she doing? Mataji, everything is perfect. Mataji, black color sari. What knowledge I am giving, what shastras I am quoting, what person I want you all to become, what ultimately where I want you all to be, doesn't matter. Mataji, you're not wearing sindoor. You come and put it, bhaiya. You have so much problem. You put on your own head. I mean, people would just want to know everything because they want to find out where they can point and poke their nose and say, oh, this is something I think is not right, Mataji. Matlab, how many examples can I give you on this? My team is every day, we are hilariously laughing on such things. I mean, if nothing else, if you are singing a song, you are a culprit. If you're singing a shloka, you are showing off. If you are dancing in a rain dance party, you are not a good person. If you're taking gota in Ganga Ji, then you are showing off your bhakti. This is ridiculous. The only thing you need to do to such people is block and report and shoo them off from your life. Who are you? You're not going to tell me who I am. You're not going to tell me what should I do. I am doing what I think I should be doing. And this is what you all must know. L- Change your way of looking at things. When people, there is something beautiful in everybody. You need to look for that beauty. Because only if you recognize that beauty, you'll be able to see Radharaman. And if you want to see Radharaman in his original form, you have to first see Radharaman in every person through their qualities. Right? A lot of people say, Adrika is today in class, when a lot of people say, Ma, even my team got complexed, and Ma, somewhere she looks like you, right? Sometimes, somewhere, some glimpses, I don't know, even they showed me one photograph from a district where I never went to this place. What is this place? Like, Ma, this is not you. And I was shocked to craziness that, oh my God, who is this identical of me, right? So unless you don't have that vision towards the world, that there is something in everybody that looks like Radharaman. That is Radharaman. And if you're able to find that, if she's able to find the kind of the ways I wrap my sari, if she's able to find out the way I put my stole, if she's able to find out the gestures I do, she'll look like me. She'll become like me. The same way, if you're able to see the Radha Raman in the entire world, if you're able to see the existence of Radha Raman in everybody who is standing in front of you, trust me, you will start looking like Radha Raman. And when you look like Radha Raman, you will become like Radha Raman. And if you become like Radha Raman will come to you. Understand this. In a class of 1,000 students, when I see her, I get always realize she looks like me. And she always has that attribute of me getting connected to her in that way that, oh my God, she looks like me. Right? The same way it is very, very important. If you're able to see the existence of Radha Raman in everybody, that Radha Raman is going to come to you and you will look like Radha Raman and you'll become like Radha Raman and Radha Raman is going to come to you in that form. So it is very, very important to start appreciating people, appreciate this life, appreciate people around you, motivate people, help your friends, spread smiles, spread happiness. That is the only signal that you are a good human. And only good humans become dear to Sri Radharaman Lal. Okay. On this note, we will end today's class. And I'm really sorry we will not be able to take question answers today. But please learn the next two shlokas of Vishnu Sahasranam. Please, from 7th of May, we are starting with yoga classes with the Nimaipathshala. 3 days in a week, we'll be having these classes. Superb trainers we have hired to give you this experience on Wednesday, on Thursday. Really? Thursday, Friday, Saturdays, 7 to 8 p.m. Every day we are going to have, every week we are going to have these yoga classes. The registration, because the class has a limitation. So the registration for the yoga classes is starting from tomorrow. And they'll be open for only one day because we have very restricted entry to this yoga class. It's going to be a private one-to-one session with everybody. So tomorrow we are opening at 9 o'clock the registration, and next day 9 o'clock we will close the registrations. So please, those who all are interested in doing yoga with Nimai Pathshala, register yourself quickly tomorrow. And please register for the Kashi camp. I really want to see you all there, okay? Like really want to see you all there. So if anybody has any kind of problem, please connect to me. I will try to solve your problem. I'm ready to talk to your parents. I'm ready to talk to maybe try to solve whatever problem you have in my best capacity. But you all should also do some hard work and try to convince the people and the family around you and make arrangement. But please try to come for the camp because I really want to meet all of you. Okay, on this note, Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patita Nam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha. Shri Radha Raman Lal ki